Today I'm going to be working on the brakes. So obviously I'm going to change from hand brakes on the ATV over to a foot brake, and I guess I have to get both brakes into the one pedal. So to do that I've got it's like a Chinese master cylinder which has 2 cylinders in the one unit, so the brake pedal on here pushes both cylinders. Hopefully it works, could be a disaster. It does have 3 outlets, so one at the back and 2 at the bottom. I'm just going to use the 2 bottom ones because it's going to be in the wheel arch, so I want to turn that away and get it straight away. The back one here, I'm going to have to put something in that bung and then braze that in and then seal that down there to block that off. These bottom ones, problem with using these cheap ones is they don't have seats in the holes in the bottom for the brake line to seat onto to seal it, so I'd have to go to a brake shop locally and order in these adapters that had the seat. But you can't see it, there's a seat in there where your flare of your brake line goes in. So I've got the brake nuts to go under there, the adapters to go under there. I've got just a roll of 3/16 brake line and all more brake nuts to the other end and copper washers. So and I also got an adapter because this end was a banjo fitting. So I got an adapter. I'm going to have to grind off some of this alloy in here because it's kind of failing on that, but I'll just grind that off. It's not a, it's just some sort of guard for the old banjo fitting, should be right. So I've got that adapter which will make that go into the brake line. This is the rear brake that brakes on the rear drive shaft. It's just got one brake on the back. And on the front brake went down to a T-piece and then went out, so both front brakes brake evenly. So I'm just going to run the line to that T-piece. To bend the brake line, you can either go pliers or found this little mini bender. Tiny little one. So little mini bender does 1/8, 3/16 and a quarter, so that's 3, 4 and 6 mil. $29. Should get away with that. Never bent brake line before, so we'll just trial and error. And to do the flaring, I just got a little double flarer kit, $39. Does 3/16, quarter, 5/16, 3/8 and ½ inch. So you can do double flares. And that's about it. So let's have a crack. I guess I'll start at the front. I guess I'll mount up the position of the brake master cylinder in the footwell next to the accelerator pedal where I need that to go, where it feels right. I'm just going to have to guesstimate it and hope for the best. And then from there I'll start sending the lines out to the front, down to the back, brace it off, brace the line with some peak lamps. I think I've got some in here somewhere. So yeah, let's have a go, see what happens. brakes are done. So you can see it. That's the rear brake caliper mounted back up there with the banjo fitting to brake line adapter plumbed up. All these bends I just ended up doing by hand. I found it much easier than playing around with a normal bender. You just massaged it by hand to get the radiuses. So down here, past where the old factory brake pedal and master cylinder was there for the rear brake. Put it through P-clamps. Probably hard to see, but under the floor, up the front, and to the master cylinder up the front here. So that one there from the back brake into the fitting there. Just enough clearance to keep it out of the way of the tyre when it's fully compressed, but I might try and bend these back a little bit further, or maybe even change these to 90 degrees coming out of here, just to keep it away further, or maybe put some sort of little bar in here or case to protect it. Got the I think it was a small bolt I put in there, and then tack welded, and that's sealed with a copper washer. Filled it full of fluid and primed it. So we'll bled the brakes is what I mean. This one here goes only a little short run, so it only goes from there just into here. You can see in there, that's where the T-junction was for the original front brakes that branched out to the two calipers, so easy. And brake pedal up in there, so that's the pivot at the top on that bolt. And I need to put a nut on that yet, but down to this brake arm that I made out of some box section. And I just got to make a little pedal face here to make it like a normal brake pedal. So yeah, that's brakes done. Haven't tested them yet. All that I have to go is do the accelerator cable and do the forward neutral reverse cable. So I've got some ideas for that. Pretty much just got to fit those two, and then I'm good for first startup to see if it'll run, and then test drive after that. So if you want to see whether it works or not, subscribe, follow the build. If you got any feedback, drop it in the comments. See you then.